I realized they're never going to protect you.
I was terrified. I didn't want history to repeat itself.
There's not one couple in the world today who are as polarizing as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Controversy has always followed them wherever they go since the earliest days of their relationship. The Netflix documentary series Harry and Meghan followed their story and the insurmountable challenges they had to face. And as you might expect, more than a few bombshells were dropped. In this video, we'll be revealing 10 explosive details that we learned from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix series. Number 10. The Love Story. Before the series premiered on Netflix, the rumor was that Harry and Meghan became an item through a mutual friend. But here's a fun fact that the couple revealed. They actually met on Instagram. Harry's interest for Meghan first began when his friend showed him a video of her on Snapchat.
Scrolling through my feed, and someone who was a friend had this video of the two of them. It was like a Snapchat.
Oh gosh, isn't that whole thing? It starts like
With
dog ears.
Dog ears. And
That's what he.
So technically, the thing about the mutual friend was also true. The two became online friends when Harry made the move by sliding into Meghan's DM. The two scheduled their first date in Soho in July 2016.
You were late. That he kept texting when he was late. I'm in traffic. I'm so sorry. I'm in traffic. I'm so sorry.
I was panicking. I was freaking out. I started sweating.
The couple then traveled to Botswana together and stayed in a tent for a number of days where they further got to know one another.
And we camped out with each other under the stars. We she came and joined me for 5 days out there, which was absolutely fantastic.
Number 9. The racist media coverage and the invasion of privacy.
I wasn't being thrown to the wolves. I was being fed to the wolves.
When news of the couple first broke, the reaction was initially positive. However, things quickly took a turn for the worse when the tabloids began focusing on Meghan's racial identity. Headlines started labeling Meghan as being straight outta Compton, a predominantly black neighborhood in California, and noting that Harry had gone gangster because of his relationship with a mixed-race woman. As if it wasn't enough, the paparazzis also became more intrusive and started invading their privacy as time went on. Meghan recalled how the paparazzis harassed her to the point that fences had to be built around her trailer while she was filming for the TV show Suits, just to prevent them from taking her photos. The media even paid Meghan's neighbors to install secret cameras in her backyard. Yup, they took it that far. A death threat eventually led her to getting security. Number 8. The incessant stalking of Doria. Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, was interviewed in the documentary series. When asked how the relationship between her daughter and Harry has changed her life, she noted that the first 5 years was challenging.
The last 5 years has been challenging.
In episode 3, Doria revealed how ruthless the media can be when she was stalked by the paparazzis. She recalled feeling unsafe and struggled with walking her dogs in peace, as the media would be waiting outside her house. On one occasion, a paparazzi approached her to ask for details regarding Meghan and told her that she could make money from it. Doria simply replied, "This is my child. I have nothing to say." Number 7. Samantha Markle. While Doria was unwilling to stir the pot for a brief spotlight in the press, the same cannot be said for other members of Meghan's family. One of those is her elder half-sister, Samantha Markle, the daughter of her father from a previous relationship. Leading up to the wedding, Samantha told the media that they were close growing up and that she helped raise Meghan. But the Duchess maintained that it wasn't true and stated that they barely saw each other throughout their lives. Meghan, however, had a close relationship with Ashley, her niece and Samantha's daughter. Their relationship unfortunately suffered when Samantha started spreading false claims about Meghan. Fortunately, the two have since reconnected. Number 6. Thomas Markle. The Duchess has had a difficult relationship with her father, Thomas Markle, following an incident where the latter sold staged photos of himself to the press for $100,000. Thomas denied the claim when Meghan confronted him about it over the phone. Thomas cut off communication with Meghan following the public revelation and remained evasive despite Meghan and Harry's attempts to reach him. Meghan later learned that Thomas would not be attending her wedding through the tabloids. Number 5. The Kensington Palace interview.
Can I say yes now?
She didn't even let me finish. She said, "Can I say yes? Can I say yes now?" And then there was hugs, and I had the ring in my finger, and I was like, "Can I give you the ring?" And she goes, "Oh yes, the ring."
You might recall that the couple did an interview with the BBC News at the Kensington Palace in 2017, shortly after announcing their engagement. And if something made you feel that everything was planned, well, it's because it was.
In your engagement interview,
orchestrated reality show.
On the third episode of the series, Meghan admitted that they were only limited to discussing the topics that the Kensington's officials agreed on and were even given directions on when they should show the engagement ring. The couple wasn't permitted to tell the story they wanted back then, and instead were forced to operate within the narrative that the media had set for them. No wonder they needed this Netflix series to tell their story on their own terms. Number 4. Tyler Perry. During Harry and Meghan's struggles, filmmaker and media personality Tyler Perry proved to be an angel in disguise. Perry appeared on the 6th episode and shared that he sent a letter of support to Meghan.
I immediately empathized with her. This was before the wedding, and I sent her a note.
Before the wedding in 2018. In 2020, as the COVID-19 pandemic started spreading, Perry relocated the couple to his home in the Beverly Hills. The relocation allowed them to avoid the press for about 6 weeks before they were back under the radar. The filmmaker was asked to be the godfather of their daughter, Lilibet, in 2021. Number 3. The miscarriage.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are taking a stand against what they call ruthless treatment by the British tabloid press. The royal couple is suing the Daily Mail's sister company, The Mail, on Sunday.
Following the wedding, Thomas Markle continued to slam the couple and the royal family in the media. In response, Meghan sent a letter to her father in August 2018. In October, the British paper, the Daily Mail, obtained a copy of the confidential letter and published sections of it to which Meghan was not pleased. As the result, the couple decided to pursue legal action against the newspaper. The litigation carried on even after the Sussexes stepped down from their royal duties and moved to America. The Duchess eventually won the case but suffered a tragic loss.
Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has revealed she went through a miscarriage. Writing in the New York Times, she said it broke her husband's heart.
Harry believes that the Daily Mail is to be blamed for the stress that Meghan received that resulted in the miscarriage. Number 2. The suicidal thoughts. The series expounded further on Meghan's struggle with her mental health as the result of the media's constant negative reports about the couple, which induced suicidal thoughts.
And I realized that it was all happening just because I was breathing.
Fortunately, Meghan snapped out of it, but it just shows how relentless the British press can be for the sake of a good story. Number 1. The last straw. While Harry and Meghan have had an extremely high tolerance for the negative press coverage about their lives, they've eventually reached their limits. When the couple didn't receive any support following the continuous backlash, they decided it would be best to take on a reduced role within the royal family and move to Canada. Harry proposed a meeting that involved him, Meghan, Prince William, and the Queen to resolve their disagreements. The palace only approved the meeting when Meghan was in Canada, a decision described as strategic by Harry to not include Meghan.
Terrifying to have my brother scream and shout at me and my father say things that just simply weren't true. And
in the aftermath, published news reported that William kicked Harry and Meghan out of the royal family, a story that was quickly refuted with a joint statement by William and Harry, saying that the two were on good terms. However, in the documentary, Harry furiously revealed that the so-called joint statement was released without his consent and was used by the palace to protect William. He further expressed his disappointment that the royal family was willing to go to bat for his brother at all costs, but not for him and his wife. For the Duke of Sussex, this was the last straw that prompted his decision to leave the royal family for good. The couple moved to Canada before settling in the US. Love him or hate him, Harry and Meghan unveiled more sides to the story that the media either conspired to hide or failed to pick up on. Whether these shocking revelations will sway public opinion is something the world would have to decide.